We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. The Alabama man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
In on the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Off of play action, Tagovailoa, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
2 now, third and goal. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead.
It is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to
a good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 49-yard line.
This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And it's third down.
Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Devontae Parker. A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Patriots.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Got the connection here to Bourne.
Winston.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston, open man is Myers. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for them to start things out. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Harris. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action now, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. A quick toss outright. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Screen pass to Lindsey. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to go down again. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 23.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
I'm going back to you. Next 50 seconds left. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find Shaheen here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 2nd down, Tua. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Winston. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back near his own goal line, Winston throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
3rd and long for Winston. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He got 29 yards that time.
At the 22-yard line.
Two and now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And it's caught. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Tua going to try and run. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. Because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Final play of the half here, Winston. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, it's Lindsey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
41-yard line.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Check. Reset. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
Now that was something, and it wasn't good. In one play, you've gone from being in the red zone to maybe out of field goal range. Totally inexcusable.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Here we go.
On On second down, here's the option. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
You got tight strike. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa, and that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Check three. Watch the safety creep.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike's 54. What's the run?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Dolphins 34, Patriots nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
First down, New England.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Harris. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Oh, you got deep?
Jameis to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go.
And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa to a hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Taken in at the 11. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 55's mine, guys. 55. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down now. It's Harris, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. New England on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthinking. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Man left, man left. 3 down. Go, Mike 51.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going with Lindsey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Hey, watch the screen.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
On second down, it's Harris, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing, Winston. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. And it is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now an option play on second down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Dolphins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Miami, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.